So let's start out with why GTM. So let's just say you're Sam and you have your own e-commerce website and you want to understand how people are interacting with your website. Well, Sam, today's world of websites contain a lot of interactivity, everything from videos to PDF downloads to commenting to form submissions to all sorts of chat functionality, interactivity going on throughout the website. So there's just a lot that you need to track outside of just page views. And so really what GTM does is they help you track all these things I just mentioned. Everything from somebody clicking on the play button of a PDF to somebody clicking on the submit button of a form to somebody entering in something on a chat function. So that's what GTM is. So why GTM? Because it helps us track all that interactivity. So all GTM is really allows you to really place a piece of Java code, which is just script, and the script that's added to a web page to collect information. So that's really what a tag is. It's just some script that gets put on a web page in order for you to collect information, like page views, clicks, etc. And they send it to third-party tools. Okay, so that's what GTM does. It basically allows you to take all these tags that collect information and you can use them in GTM. So if you want to, for example, collect how many people, enter a chat functionality and start chatting. Well, you're going to take that script and you're going to put it in GTM, and GTM will then allow you to start tracking that information. So that's really what GTM is. It just allows you to put tags into a container, or think of it as a toy box. You have all these toys and you want to track. Well, you can put all those toys or tags in a toy box or container. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But before we get into GTM, let's just say you're communicating with your developer and there's a new user request on your webpage and you want to update the tag. Well, your developer, considering it's probably a small update to your website, is probably gonna not hesitate and is going to go ahead and turn around and do it normally. And so normally what happens is the developer is going to go to the website and update the tag. Well, what if you have a few things that you want to track? All those things I mentioned before, from downloads to clicks to, somebody checking out to watching a video. Well, your webmaster, your web developer is going to go, well, hold on a second. Now, all these requests are going to take time. I need to put them into the work queue, so to speak. Well, what happens is when they go into work queue, usually it's going to take some time. And in some cases, you as a marketer need to launch a campaign. And you want to get that tracking added to the website in time for the campaign launch. So you want to go ahead and quickly turn around the tracking for that particular campaign. Let's just say you're launching a campaign and you're sending people to a landing page that has a form submission. And you want to be able to track how many people click on the submit button of that form submission. Well, if you need to turn that around, your developer's like, well, I need to put that in a work queue. The timing isn't going to always work out between you and your developer, is my point. And so that's where GTM comes in, because there is a solution to update your tags faster. And that's Google Tag Manager. So when we say GTM, that's what GTM stands for, Google Tag Manager. It's a place for you to add tags quickly and easily. So tags, remember, are just snippets of code that allow you to track things on your website interactively. And basically, when you have GTM, you can bypass the webmaster and do it quickly and easily. So that's what GTM is all about. So why GTM? Because we just identified two benefits. One, you could track all the interactivity on your website. And two, you can bypass your web developer or webmaster. And so that's the benefit of GTM. So the benefit, you get those tags updated very quickly via Google Tag Manager. Okay, so that's what Tag Manager is. So what we're going to talk about today is specifically what Tag Manager is and what it does. We're going to list some of the benefits of Tag Manager. We're going to show you how it works, and then we're going to show you how to get started with Tag Manager. Tag Manager, if you're not familiar with working with webmasters and dealing with JavaScript and tags and all this jargon is just new to you today, okay, well, don't fret, sit back. We're going to take it slow. This is an introduction into Google Tag Manager. Again, let's start out with what is Tag Manager. So we've already introduced it to some degree because we already introduced it as a tool where you can put all your tags into a toolbox, toy box, or container, so to speak, right? And we already mentioned that, hey, you can bypass your webmaster. So you're probably thinking, well, if you're not familiar with Tag Manager, how can I bypass my webmaster? Well, first of all, it's a free tool and it's a Google tool, hence the name Google Tag Manager. And it helps you really, that's the main point, is deploy and track tags on your website, bypassing your webmaster. So that's Tag Manager. And so examples of tags that can be deployed via Google Tag Manager are numerous. These are just some examples like Google Analytics, Facebook's pixel tracking, or Google Ads. There's no limit into the number of tags you can track in Tag Manager. There is no limit. You can add any number of tracking tags in Tag Manager.